What up, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Finster, SoundCloud, SoundClick, Boy 202. I'm not looking fresh. New Tims. Want to talk about the electoral colleges and all these leagues. Just won't go through that again because some news came out that Donald Trump could get his presidency taken away. Now, I don't think that's going to happen. But there's a couple ways that it can happen. One, he can be impeached. This happened to Bill Clinton when the Whitewater people, the Whitewater incident came after him. Then him and Monica Lewinsky, which was just immoral for him to do that, but Bill been a hoe. Anyway, so you have the electoral colleges still have, okay, let's look at the votes. The votes were the popular vote, which is us. Hillary won the popular vote, but she lost in the electoral college vote. But there's still sleeper votes out there that haven't voted yet, and they don't vote until December. Now, there's been 4 situations where a president has been pretty much dethroned because of the electoral college votes. And this is what Donald Trump was talking about. He's like, the system's rigged, and he knows that if those electoral votes come in, he can be taken right out of office. It's happened 4 times before, where people, when they think they won, pretty much they go into the White House and then boom, a month later, you gotta leave the White House. So it hardly happens. 90% of the time, it does not happen, but it does happen. It's quite possible. And so Hillary still has a chance, and all these people are protesting. And I'm like, you people are protesting. But the problem is, I understand why they're protesting, but here's the thing. Especially when it comes to violent protests. Don't violent protest. Peaceful protests, okay. But violent protests, don't give Donald an excuse to call the boys out and have them tanks marching down the street. You know what I mean? Don't give him a reason to, cut off our water. They already poisoned water in Michigan. And MSM, so they have position over us, the regular people, where they can make our life a living hell. And there ain't jack you can do about it, because this is America, and they do what they want. None of those politicians went to jail for poisoning the water in Michigan, and they killed people, and other people are sick for the rest of their life. That's murder, but none of them went to jail. So look at that. And also, you don't want the National Guard to come out and start snatching you out of your house. We already know it's a police state. There is no more democracy. But if you want to forward that position and make it come to fruition right in front of your face, you go out and have violent protests, and you see what happens. Peaceful protests, yes. Violent, no. Stop burning stuff. Cut that out right now. Don't burn nothing else. Okay. We also protested when Bush went in, but you see what that did. Bush is another example of the Electoral College. When he won against Al Gore won the popular vote. And but the Electoral College picked Bush. They picked him and his father. I'm surprised they didn't pick his brother. Thank God they didn't, because they are oil and warmongers. Nonetheless, they had a plan, and it went through. Also, there has been, The Simpsons is a widely popular show. And you know, we've been watching it for years. But the people of The Simpsons has been predicting that Donald Trump would not only be president, they have pictures. I mean, it's amazing the pictures that they have that came out in the 90s, and it shows Donald Trump as president, and these pictures are eerily familiar. It's like this whole thing was planned. And I was telling you people, these people are like, go out and vote, you know, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, the popular vote does not matter. The only thing that matters is the electoral college vote. This is why I didn't vote. You know, Stephen A. Smith going off on, you know, Colin Kaepernick about not voting. It's like, why would he vote when he know that there's two losers running for office? You know what I mean? He's like, what's the vote on? You know, what do you want from me? So this is our reality. This is what we have to work with. And yeah, it's your boy Tone 202. It's not over yet. Don't forget to check out my music just right there. Peace.